our new member another minute or two, just in case she's trying to get on. Not sure. And I don't know about Liz. I know Liz sometimes starts her summer vacation, but I didn't think it was in June yet. I'm not positive. So.
Huh.
Just give it a minute. I'm so afraid to touch anything now. Oh, there it is. Enable the waiting room. I enabled the waiting room.
Oh, nice, Tom.
I know it.
I didn't know you were out of Wakefield.
I'm not, but this is where we're going to have the next meeting.
There you go.
Awesome. Where's that?
That's in Arizona.
Nice. Beautiful.
I thought you just got lost. Like you said in your email,
Oh,
you needed
that's
directions to
I
the
don't know how to
city
get to the
center.
senior
You
center.
haven't been in so long.
No.
West
You went way west.
That was a good one, Tom.
All right, well, we might as well start. If Joanne comes along, we'll welcome her, but we want to welcome Joanne, our new member, who's not on yet. So,
All right, why don't we get going? And Judy, you want to mention whatever it is we have to do about the board reorganization?
yeah, usually after they have reappointments, we reorganize for the chairman and the vice chair and the secretary. You know, you guys, whatever your pleasure, it's up to you guys. If you want to do it today, you can. If you want to wait till you have the other members, it's up to you. Whatever you guys want to do. We can put it off another month, certainly. It's not the end of the world. So.
Yeah, why don't we do that until we've got everybody on board?
Okay.
If the rest of you guys don't mind.
Nope.
Yep. Good idea. Good idea.
Do we vote?
To put it off?
Sure. Why not?
Probably a good idea. All in favor of putting this off for another month, say aye.
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 All opposed? All right, we shall put it off for another month. And did everybody get a chance to read the minutes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone have any comments or corrections?
I move we accept the minutes as written,
Is there a
submitted.
second?
I'll second. Oh,
Then the
good.
minutes are
Good.
accepted. And Judy, you want to go with the financial report?
Okay, the usual on the financials I gave you, we pay our wireless phone bill, we pay the elevator, Windstream to have a phone in the elevator. Pretty dull the past couple of months. The fuel bill for DPW, that's fuel for the vehicles. It's pretty dull. You know, not spending much money, so that's a good thing. We'll return it to the town. The biggest thing obviously is salaries. Salaries are being paid out every month to, you know, Karen, Mary Ann, myself, and Beth. Karen is still on there because she is being paid vacation time. Her official day of leaving is the end of June, so she'll be off.
Is her position going to be filled? Is it budgeted?
Yes, it's been posted on the town website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we've already received a number of applicants for it. We're going to probably start interviewing the end of this month, beginning of July.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Judy,
it'll
just
be part-time.
Is that problem in the ladies' bathroom going to continue forever and ever and ever?
No, the ladies' bathroom is, I think within 2 weeks, I think they're going to come back and tile over the floor. They have come, replaced the pipes. Nothing has happened. We go around flushing toilets even when they don't need to be, hoping to cause something to happen. And things seem to be working. So that bathroom down in the kitchen area, in the dining room area, is working fine. They just have to come in, and I think they're coming in the next couple of weeks to put the tile back, seal the floor, and we will be good to go down there.
So they figured out what the underlying problem was?
Yes, something about a drain wasn't at the right angle. Water doesn't flow up, it flows down, something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it is taken care of right now. I don't think they want to redig it either. So that's why they wanted to leave. There's a big hole in the basement floor down there that they've left open just in case something happens, so they wouldn't have to redig. But it's been about 4 weeks since they've done that. So I think they should be good to go. Keep our fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
How
Wow.
much use is it, the bathroom getting sufficient use to test it out?
No, that's why we go around and flush things. We can't use that bathroom, but it's connected to other drains and things in the building. So
Okay.
we will use those. I mean, we have people in the building,
Yeah, I
but
know.
nothing the capacity that we had pre-pandemic.
Right.
Mhm, mhm.
So, but that's it with the financials that we have here. Any questions?
Anybody have any questions, or do I hear a
No.
motion to accept the financials?
I move to accept.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, financials are accepted. Judy, you want to give us your report?
Okay, the good news is we have people in the building.
Wow.
Yeah, it looked like they had more and more people every month.
I know it. It's so nice. Like today, I think we'll have probably a total of 60 different people in the building.
Really?
Oh,
Started 3 different exercise classes are starting today, a Zumba class, a bar class, and a Pilates class. So that's a good start.
Judy, I do have a question about those classes. Now, maybe I missed it, but how do people, are those in the newsletter? How do
Yep,
people-
those were in the newsletter.
They were in the newsletter.
And
Okay.
online, people who registered with us online were always emailed the newsletter.
Okay.
And people who had been in those classes previously, we called them because those were the instructors who wanted to come back and were doing Zoom and everything like that on the outside. So they already had their following of people.
mhm.
We haven't brought back like the exercise classes with the videotapes yet. Those we're going to bring back, I think, a little slow. We're going to see how this goes, bringing 15, 20 people at a time. I mean, these aren't full classes. We're not filling the building. We're taking.
Can I ask about the transportation? Like, is transportation for those, is it still one person at a time, or how's that?
No, that's all gonna change.
all
We can
gone?
do
Okay.
2 people. We can do 2 people on the big bus, only 1 or 2 if it's a family member in the car.
Okay.
And plus in the bus, you still have to wear a mask, whether you're vaccinated or not. There's no, ifs, ands, or buts on that one. You have to wear a mask. So,
What
and I
about
think-
inside? What about inside the building? Do people have to wear masks or no?
The answer is if you're vaccinated, no. If you're not vaccinated, you have to wear a mask.
Is that word of honor?
It's word of honor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We did up a sign. We put, it up. It says, I don't know where I put it. Masks welcome here. And it's non-threatening because it's a rule that has no teeth, kind of. I mean,
Right.
what do you say to
Right.
people? You have to take people at their word.
Right.
In the exercise class we had over the past couple of weeks, some people, they always wore a mask. Even in the class yesterday, some people wore a mask, even though they were vaccinated. So they just, kind of like if you went to the store this past weekend, everybody had a mask on. You were thinking, if you were thinking you weren't going to wear one, then you felt kind of funny that you didn't, because
Right.
everybody else was wearing one. So it's, on your honor. That's all we can do. We can ask, that you please put one on.
Yeah.
We have asked, though, that the instructors who come back, that they be vaccinated. And there was only one who was not going to be vaccinated and was not going to wear a mask. So I said, well, we'll talk to you later in the year. Because right now, this is the population who, struggle the most with this. So you don't want anyone, in here.
Yeah, Judy, I think there's language on the state website too, that you can be stricter if you have a vulnerable population.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The people who really are, I shouldn't say itching, it's the same 3 people who call, people playing cards, people playing bridge.
Oh.
They want back, but I don't think any of the centers that they've been playing in have let them back yet, because they keep calling. So I have a call in to another center to find out, okay, how do you want to do this? Because they're sitting elbow to elbow, and maybe they are all vaccinated. It's just, I don't want to throw them. It's their right. However, we can be stricter here because of the population. Like, we're going to have the wood carving group back. That's a small group of like 7 or 8 people. I believe they've been vaccinated. They're willing to go with, you know, if they're not, they have to wear their masks, but they, you know, and they can spread out enough. They're an easy group. It's more groups like the bridge group and the bingo group that we're going to bring back, but bring them back slowly. And, you know, within the next month, they'll be back here in some shape or form. It'll be kind of, you know, just learn as we go. I don't want to put anybody in jeopardy, and I don't want anyone thinking they're safe here, you know, that we're immune from anything over here just because some people wear masks, some don't. So, you know.
Well, if the card players wore a mask,
Yep.
regardless of their vaccination status,
Right.
I think that would probably
be enough, right.
Yeah.
If they could all come back, but they have to wear masks.
Yeah.
That's why I want to talk to the other one.
Yeah.
What they're doing, because this is a group, they would travel from town to town and play
Oh,
bridge.
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
so they could get it in 5 days a week. They'd be in Wakefield too. They'd be in Reading. They played up at Burlington. They play all over the place.
I see.
So Melrose was another one, but I think Melrose is closed for the summer. They're having some HVAC issues, so I don't think they'll be opening over there. So, but that's something that I will have more news at our next meeting on that. But the summer usually does go slow around here. Usually not a lot of people. Like in the ones who are asking are mostly the classes that are back. The Zumba, Pilates people, those are the people asking. The people are asking for the art class. We are going to, you know, see if the instructor will come back for that, probably July.
Oh, nice.
So, you know, we're trying to get things back slowly, but just be aware, you know, people will be spread out a little more. We'll be sitting on top of each other, and we'll pay more attention to the numbers. Even though everything is open, we're just not gonna, I don't know. We're not ready to go back to that, because one of the exercise instructors, she had 50 people packed in the main hall here. That was a lot of people. That number won't be happening. So, and even she agreed, so.
Yeah.
But so that's it for where we are on the reopening. Lunches are not probably coming back. I mean, as Tom knows, Tom was a volunteer in the lunchroom. The lunch numbers were so low. So, and I think anybody who was looking for the meal or anything has gone to Meals on Wheels. So, you know, we haven't had anybody ask and say, when are you going to open up for lunch yet? I mean, maybe there's someone out there, they just haven't reached out, but at this time, there's no plans to do that. Go ahead, Susan.
Well, I'll just speak for her, because I know Claire, you saw me with Claire McGregor last week. Yes, she keeps asking. So
yeah,
I'll just tell her not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. I mean, she'll be able to come back because we do different things. Like you had her at the drive-through. We are going to have a drive-through barbecue, which might turn into, if it's a nice day, we can take the stuff that they come here, the hot dogs and hamburgers that they grill, and we could go to maybe one of the parks, maybe over here to Moulton, and eat it or something. Or if things are that good, maybe we could be inside with a limited amount of people inside and some out.
I don't think it's, I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm just throwing that out there. She asks me once in a while when she remembers to ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, we're thinking of all those people, because, you know, a lot of them have told us, oh, I won't be coming back, or I can hardly wait to come back, or I miss this, or so. We're thinking of them. But as you said, we did have this past month, we had a drive-through in honor of Older Americans Month, Communities of Strength. And it was, we asked the community, other departments to help us with it. Officer Amy Rando from the police department came over and gave out bags from the police department. We had asked DPW. They came through big time. Too bad too many people didn't come through. They gave away orange trash bags. You didn't have to pay $5.
Yeah.
I have one, because I don't need one, because I did go through the drive-through.
Oh, you can sell it.
So I'll bring it to the next meeting.
Give it to Tom.
When we meet in person, I'll bring it and give it to one of you.
There you go. I know it. They tried to
have a door prize.
But that was, one lady goes, why didn't we get a whole roll? I said, that's fine.
Oh, for gosh sakes.
We would have had more people coming through.
You would have.
That was a big attraction. It wasn't the cupcake from the new bakery, coffee cakes. It was the orange trash bag.
Well, it was a nice plant too, the nice little geranium.
Yeah, the geraniums.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, we tried to do a little something, and we also had people from Home Instead, whose names, I'm sorry, escape me right now. Two very nice women who came and reached out to us and asked if they could help with any of these drive-throughs that we do. So, you know, they'll come back again. They also do presentations. They were through Home Instead in Melrose, and very nice. So they were more than welcome. They can come help us anytime. But it was a good day. We had a nice day for it. We had about 75 people, I think, came through.
Nice.
Yeah, for their geranium, their cupcake, and their orange trash bag.
A nightlight. Come on, there was a lot
Oh,
of
the nightlight.
Oh,
that
a
was right.
nightlight
A
too.
nightlight.
jar
oh, the jar opener.
two
I
jar
forgot-
openers, Judy.
I forgot the goodie bag there. I forgot about that part of it. What else went on this past
No, I'll have to do something from the housing authority next time. I'll have to think of something. Let me know what you think.
I know it. Well, I'll let you know what we have left over. Just ask people. I was surprised they gave the trash bags, but
No, but we could do something like that, you know,
Yeah.
if you do something.
well, because we're thinking of maybe even going over there again, like doing a bingo. We could do a better bingo.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't have to wear a mask at all outside there,
Right.
Yeah.
which could be very
Right.
nice. We could do that. Where a lot of those folks, like some of your tenants have asked, when are we coming back?
I know. We've been getting a lot of questions about the community rooms, and we've opened them, but we're, you know, we don't have the staff to clean them, you know,
Yeah.
after every use. So everybody has to just be careful. And we're telling people to keep wearing their masks in the lobbies just because
Yep.
the vulnerable population thing. And we
Yeah.
don't know who's vaccinated. I mean, I
Right.
think I would say most of our folks are, but not everybody.
Yep.
Right. Right.
Same here. That's it.
Yeah, not everybody.
The other thing, the AARP came in and they cleaned up all their final tax work. They did tax returns for people here in town. They finished that up this last month. We also had Mary Ann Snow. She's continued, she's probably done for the past 3 months now, a craft class at the Senior Center. You just had to sign up for that. And she's going to continue probably monthly, maybe take a month or two off this summer, but I think we'll have her back every month. Should do that. I think it'll be a good thing. You know, now where the activities person is part-time, and if we don't get a crafty activity person, we always have Mary Ann Snow in our back pocket. She's great. She does a little meditation too beforehand, which people I think love that more than the craft actually. So
Wow. Nice.
very good. What else? And speaking of, you know, jobs and everything, like I said, I believe we will start interviewing for the part-time activity person at the end of the month. So
Good.
possibly the next time we talk, we'll be having those interviews going on, but it will be part-time. I think it's 18 or 19 hours a week is the job.
Is it a full-time position now?
It was full, what it always was part-time.
Okay.
The long and short of it is
She worked full-time.
Mary Ann was a full-time admin
I see.
when she came here. Then she had a baby. And then we needed someone while she was out on leave. So the activity person took on when they were doing half activities, half phone answering.
Okay.
Then Mary Ann came back, got half of us and half of veterans. But now we realize we can do them all together. And we really only need, especially now, one activity.
Sure.
If there's only enough for part-time activities, that it always was part-time activities with the side of answering the phones.
I see.
So right now, that's what we're going to, and that will be paid out of the grant, that person that we get from the town and the state, sorry about that. So that's the plan right now. I'll keep you posted on that. But other than that, I don't have anything else other than the opening. Like I said, we're going to do it slowly and we don't want to jump too far. Oh, wait a minute. Joanne came. Here she is. Sorry. I don't see the waiting room.
Oh my gosh. She's been waiting all this time.
I don't know.
This waiting room business, I'll tell you.
Joanne?
on mute. Hi,
Yeah.
Joanne.
It's Joanne.
Joanne, have you been waiting long? Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been here a while.
Oh, sorry, I didn't look at the little waiting room thing. I'm sorry, my apologies.
That's okay. I kind of figured that was the problem.
Oh, sorry. Could you hear us?
No,
Oh,
it said you were going to let me in soon, so I figured, you know, there was a waiting room or something.
oh.
We tell
my
that to
apologies.
everybody.
My apologies. I'm not used to that, letting the thing in. We had an incident once and
Yes, we
I don't
did.
want to look over there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well,
that's
we're don't get the wrong impression of us, Joanne. That doesn't usually happen. So
Right.
No,
We let everybody in.
We do. You don't have to show a card or use the
Yeah.
pin or anything.
Nothing.
Well, I was 2 minutes late, so I might have missed the initial opening because I was 2 minutes late.
Yeah, because we did wait a couple. I said, let's wait and see if she comes on, and then we started. So, well,
Oh,
welcome
okay.
to the board.
Thank
I
you.
just gave a little review that we are opening slowly here. Not that we were ever closed. We were open for people, always used, the gym here was always available, as was our library, and coming in to see staff outreach, and, you know, the veterans office is in here as well. So we were always kind of open and always providing transportation through the pandemic. So it's just a little different reopening, a restart, we'll say.
Oh, good.
So.
Judy, I have a question about, you know, I hear very clearly, you know, classes and stuff, it's open for that. What about, is there any talk about when and if, or when, you know, sort of like the computer room, which is still by appointment, right?
That is by appointment, anyone asking, and we can take more than one person in there now.
But what about, you know, is there on the horizon a time when the doors will actually just be open?
Oh, they are open. They are open. People do just walk in here.
Oh, they do.
Okay. On a random chance. Yes, do use the computer. If no one's in
But
there.
it's not advertised. It's not advertised, right?
No, a lot of it is, and people just walk in assuming,
Yeah.
because they're not looking at the newsletter. They're just
Yeah,
coming in and they're saying, can I use it now? Is anyone in there? Or can I use the gym now? Is anyone in there?
And
So
could they
a
sit
lot
in
of-
the library? Could they come in and sit in the, you know, foyer there and read a newspaper? Or is that
They
not?
could, yep. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
but it's just something we're keeping an eye on. I don't think
Yeah.
it'll get crazy or anything like that.
Mhm.
Right. Just,
But people have been kind of doing that all along, very slow, because it's
Yeah.
been, you know, it's been manageable, not a
Right,
lot.
right. Yeah.
So, you know. But the gym is opened up to more than one person. You know, now 2 people can go in there at a time. You know, we're looking at all those numbers. Hopefully the bus, we can maybe even do 4 people instead of just 2. I think that's just us being a little extra cautious. So, but we don't, right now, the need, also those numbers for
Right, right.
transportation, you know, people have found other ways to get where
Right.
they were going.
Mhm.
You know,
Or
we have
they
days-
didn't go. I mean, so many medical appointments were changed to,
Right.
you know, virtual. So many are not going places.
Yeah. Yeah, like we were very busy yesterday. We were like all day, all of a sudden. So that's why I said to Mary Ann, we'll have to have the drivers back for July because we can't keep up this pace and do. So we'll bring them
Because
back.
you guys are still driving the van.
Because it was manageable. It was doable
Sure.
for us. And it was just easier than to have someone come in for just an hour and a half or 2 and then say,
Mhm.
see you later. So
Mm.
we're making it work. But now as it's getting busier, I think we'll be back to calling the guys in to come and help us out. So that's the plan right now.
Judy, if the lunch program is discontinued, is that going to result in a savings to the town?
That's really, other than water and electricity on that, because the town doesn't fund that. That's all Mystic Valley.
Oh,
Janet was paid through Mystic Valley.
okay.
You guys were Mystic Valley volunteers.
Okay.
I mean, other than the cleanup and the, you know, that part, which is minimal cost.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we'll have lunches. We'll probably go back to try and do those eat local ones and possibly bring, if Mystic Valley is going to bring in that traveling chef program again, we could certainly use that and build it back up. But
Right.
like we said, the numbers for the lunch program were just not there.
Right.
They weren't there. I mean, I know Stoneham, I believe they canceled it as well. So just one of those things that,
Yeah. Okay.
okay. Anything else anybody
I
has?
don't think so.
I just want an announcement / reminder. June 21st, which is a Monday, in a couple weeks, the third forum for the whatever, the Wakefield 2030 thing is happening. And so that's at 7 o'clock. I'll send you the registration when I get it, just to make sure you all have it. But that'll be the third and final community gathering, community focus group. It's going to be, a Zoom thing. And then there'll be a third survey right around that time. Hopefully, you don't confess to me if you haven't, but hopefully you've been all taking the surveys. The 2 surveys already. There's a third one that will come out. And then at some point over the summer, I guess the results will be presented to the town council, and then it gets put into the file cabinet. No, I shouldn't say that. I mean, there's been so many active issues in the town between the logo and the elections and the building and everything else, that it's sort of, I think, challenging for the town to think about 2030. But and there's no, anyway, please. So if you can make an appearance, or you want to make an appearance, June 21st, 7 to 9.
You've done a good job, Susan. You have been great at marketing that. So
Yeah.
I give you kudos for being on that committee. You brought it up and everything.
It's been an interesting, it's an interesting process, and the variety. I mean, one of the things that's been kind of fun, especially, has been the amount of youth participation, both from the high school and the Girl Scouts. Actually, some Girl Scout organization brings they're probably middle school, or probably middle school Girl Scouts. They come, which is kind of fun, because who's going to be in the town in 2030? I mean, we'll all be here, God willing, but the younger people that start to become adults, right, in 9 years, that those will be, anyway. So it's a process.
Well, you've done a good job. I mean, you did what a good board member would do. You always were promoting it. So,
well, one more to go. Thank you.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Oh, good. You had mentioned there was a lunch program that was supported by Mystic Valley.
Yep.
Did that end for a reason, or?
The numbers were always very low. If we had 4 people sometimes for lunch, we used to have numbers like in the 20s and 30 people eating here, but that was a number of years ago. And the numbers have gone down, I believe, in probably most of the congregate settings that aren't in with housing. Like, for example, I believe Medford, they get a lot of people. It's in the lunch program is in the building where they live. So they get a lot of participants. We don't get a lot of participants for the lunch program over here. It had gone down. I don't have those stats in front of me, but it started before the pandemic because we had gone down from 5 days. We were going to 3 days a week, having the program, trying to do it on the days that we had most people. And even then we might only have had 4 or 5 people there for the lunch.
Was it, was the food good, and did the people come from the housing authority places, or?
It was a little mix of both. Some people don't come because of the food. The food they didn't think was good, but other people would eat the food. Maureen at Hickey above you there, she runs the housing authority, and they have a Mystic Valley lunch program at one of their buildings, Parks Hill Heights. Yeah. Now,
and that hasn't started back up yet either, Judy. I haven't heard anything. I should reach out to Mystic Valley. See if they're getting ready to start ours back up. But Joanne, yeah, we do the people up at Harts Hill. And that one probably got like 20, 25 people.
Wow.
On average, because it's on site.
Yeah, that's in a building where they live. So if they got the 20 people who live there and maybe some of the
Right.
few outsiders that would come in.
Right.
But
Yep.
it's just one of those things, the numbers just kept going down, you know, and anything to entice them in. They would come when we would do a special meal and said, oh, okay, early harvest or Zuzu's. We're getting sandwiches from Zuzu's today. That we could get, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 people in. So food does have a little bit to do with it.
I have a question about, actually, we've been talking, you know, and many people get Meals on Wheels delivered to them during the pandemic, right? So my question is this, it just occurred to me. Can people who haven't had a case manager or an assessment from Mystic Valley get a Meal on Wheel delivered? They can?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
Yep.
a process for that? Is it
Yeah.
through
Just
Valley?
make a phone call.
Yeah.
Mystic Valley. I mean, I know they're going to pay for it then, right? Or I mean, everybody, they're going to pay something for it, but I assume
I think they ask for a
They
donation.
asked
a donation.
Yeah.
But even without an assessment of need, that people can get a meal on
Yeah.
wheels.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
What was the traveling chef program? That sounds like that would be interesting. Did they come cook there?
No, well, occasionally. Mystic Valley would maybe just a couple of times a year. One was a barbecue, and they would have people from the caterer that they use would come and, you know, cook hamburgers and hot dogs outside.
Oh.
And then another time they came, Tom, what was the other thing we did? Paninis?
Paninis.
Paninis one time
They were
came.
very good.
If they could do that every day, they'd have people.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they just can't. That's the thing. So,
More expensive.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Also, one other quick question, since I'm kind of new and I don't know as much as I probably should, but do you use the whole building there, like the upstairs as well as the downstairs?
We use 2 floors of the 4 stories in here. The rest is unfinished. And DPW stores things upstairs there. It's a storage area.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Maybe she could get the tour, Judy. Did you get the tour, Joanne? I asked for a tour when I joined.
Oh,
I mean, there's a lot of space up there.
Well, not upstairs. I wouldn't want to go upstairs, but
Yeah.
of the whole place.
Yeah.
Joanne, I'm just curious. Could you just do a little introduction of yourself? I mean, I saw your
Sure.
name in the paper and I see your face.
Yeah, well, I was in the I was on the ballot on the recent election, so you may have seen me in there for that
Oh,
planning
I
board.
don't recall. Okay.
Yeah, anyway, I've been a Wakefield resident for about 30 years and I'm 59. So I'm almost at that crucial age. I saw that the 60 was the minimum age there to go to the senior center. So I didn't really think of myself as a senior before, but anyway, I've been in Wakefield for about 30 years and I live on Chestnut Street. I live pretty close to the senior center. I've driven by it and ridden by it a lot.
Never stopped in, huh?
Yeah, well, you know,
That 59 did it. I said, oh, I can't go in yet.
I'll take you in as my guest.
yeah, okay. Well, plus COVID, so,
Yeah.
you know. But anyway, I've been working with seniors for the past year and I became a home health aide. I'm doing my CNA certification.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been helping people out who live in the area, Malden, and I haven't had anybody in Wakefield yet, but the surrounding towns have taken care of a lot of different people and I cook. And I have a background in high tech, so I did training and instructional design work. And so I'm kind of transitioning out of the high tech arena. And I'm also a fitness instructor. I teach fitness classes. I actually teach senior fitness classes at the Bill Ricca Council on Aging.
Oh,
Yeah, so I have a lot of fun with that group there in Bill Ricca and kind of got to know their senior center, what they do at the COA and Bill Ricca.
Yeah.
Are they open? Are they open? Are they open
Yeah.
like Wakefield, or how are they open?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. They've been open through the whole pandemic. They followed the CDC guidelines very strictly.
Mhm.
And yeah, they've had quite a few programs there, and they do the temperature check, and everybody wore a mask, and distancing and all. But they change it up quite a bit. Like they've done different things. I've noticed, like they had a lot of funding from Leahy Clinic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, they had a lot of funding from Leahy Clinic actually for the exercise programs, and I don't know if that's ongoing or how they decided that. Maybe because Bill Ricka's right next door to Burlington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the communities that gets that benefit from them, because I have reached out to Leahy before, but I think their little niches up there, Burlington, Bill Ricka, Woburn, and things like that. Because
Yeah.
my argument was, well, we have a lot of Wakefield residents who go to Leahy. You know,
Right.
what can you do for us here? But and I understand it's in Burlington, it's next to Bill Ricka, it's, you know, I get it.
Yeah, that might change too, because they've expanded their network. Like they keep acquiring other hospitals, like they
Right.
acquired
Right.
Winchester.
Winchester. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, welcome.
yeah, welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you. Good
I'll
to
let you in on time next time. Sorry. It's just so much to look at. I'm looking at the people's face and then I forget to look at that thing over there.
Well, you know, I know how challenging it is, the technology, because it's constantly changing. You can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
No.
You know, it seems simple, but one little thing, you know, and if it doesn't like flash at you, you don't
Right.
notice it.
That's why I wasn't looking. I just saw the names.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, Joanne, she's here. Well, welcome. My apologies for the
That's
late
okay.
entry.
Don't
What
worry.
did you run? What did you run for, Joanne?
Planning board.
Planning board.
Oh.
Yeah, I was appointed to the planning board last year. I found out about it through Julie Smith Galvin on the Democratic Town Committee, and so I started attending and got into it, and I really didn't want to have to run, honestly. It was like, oh no, somebody was running against me, and but it turned out to be an interesting experience.
I bet.
Yeah.
So you probably go to the Wakefield 2030. You must be there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I actually I went to it the first one. I haven't been to. I didn't go to the second one in person, so I'm glad you reminded us about that. The third one, but yeah, you can do a lot of surveying, you know, but if you don't ask the right questions, you know, you don't do anything with all the information, then people get kind of tired of being surveyed.
Yeah.
Judy, you got anything else for your report?
That's it. That's all I've got.
All right,
Till
is there a
next
motion to accept Judy's report?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right, Judy's report's accepted. Any new business?
Oh, I should have waited. I'm sorry.
That's all right, that's fine.
That's all right. You're skipping out of line, you.
That's all right.
I never
I
could
take
get
liberty-
Robert. I never
I take
got Robert.
liberties with the minutes.
No new business?
No new business.
Can I ask a question, Judy? I saw in the newspaper that the town council had a discussion about some of the open meeting changes in the state. Did you have a chance to read that?
I didn't read it, but I had heard that we're doing this till at least September,
Okay.
but I'm not sure. I want to, you know, that's what they said, at least till September, we will be meeting this way. I don't understand why we can't meet in person, but
Right.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be some kind of combination in the future of,
Right.
you know, an in-person group and then others can join remotely.
Right. I think that's the way they're going, because I noticed the school committee, they have a little mix. They have some
They do.
people in there and then others, you know, remote.
Yeah.
So
Then that would probably require us to go somewhere else to meet where the
Right.
technology is available.
yeah.
Oh, you know, we talked about this in the planning board too, and they said, in September, they want to keep the option of attending through Zoom because a lot of people like this. It's got advantages. So they're talking about doing the hybrid approach. So like you say, in person and Zoom.
Right, but you have to have the technology to do that. That's what I would be worried about.
Right.
I couldn't even let you in the meeting, so that would go real well.
Yeah.
I know you'd have to have it at like WCAT or something like that. And,
Well, this meeting's not open to the public, right? I think.
oh,
Joanna,
yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
It is open. If anybody wanted to come in, yep. They've always been public. They've always been public, always, yep.
It's
That,
in the
that
paper.
day we had all those people come. That one day we had all those people come a while ago.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sure they were part of the open meeting.
Yeah.
So how did?
Yeah.
So how do like your normal? Okay, so people can come. Do they have to make a reservation or they can show up?
No, just show up. But
Okay.
if their rule is the same, they can't participate like in discussion about stuff. They can listen.
Well, I went to a planning board meeting and it was like that. We couldn't say anything, but.
Right. Because our meetings have always been open. I mean, I think in the 17, 18 years I've been here, I think maybe 2 people came to a meeting. One was a student, wanted to know what a meeting was like. And another was someone with some issue on something.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, because it's posted in the town clerk's office, like all the other meetings and in the item, but.
So we'll just wait for more guidance from the town. I think the town council is going to discuss it again. I'm just, you know, for our meetings too, the Housing Authority, we don't typically have a lot of people come to our meetings, but with Zoom, I think we've had a few more people listen in. So it'd be nice to keep that somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Good point.
Anybody have anything else? And if not, shall we adjourn? Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn or
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Then we shall adjourn until Judy, would we meet next month?
Probably not the first week of July because we're gonna be on vacation. Probably like the second week of July, possibly.
Okay.
Okay.
Wednesday? We're always Wednesday.
Probably like the week of the 12th, I'll say, the second full week.
Okay.
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 Sounds good.
All right.
Very good.
Joanne, nice to see you have on board.
Yeah.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
If I want a tour, Judy, should I drop in?
What's that?
If I want a tour, should I drop in?
Yep. As long as we're here. Yep. We can give you a tour.
I'll come in the middle of the night. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. All righty. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.